Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the last edition of Friday Night Frenzy. The high school girls basketball season came to a close tonight, but the boys still have one more week. And tonight we start off with some rivalry hoops. The Eskimos at home against the Braves. Early in the first quarter, Brad Spindler finds Rudy Peterson, and he connects from behind the arc. The Braves find themselves in front early on. On the other end, on the break, Ryan Robinette in front to Jared Nash. He gets the easy layup to go, and it's a back-and-forth battle in Escanaba. Late in the first quarter, off the inbounds pass, Reese Castor drives middle and gets the layup to fall. The Braves are still down by a small margin. Minutes later, Robinette from way downtown. Sheesh, he's got range. But Spindler had a big game, dropping 25 points, and the Braves take the win over Escanaba 78-66. To the boys' scoreboards, Ishpeming beat Kingsford on the road 55-52. Iron Mountain cruised past Menominee. Foster Wonders had 25 points, and Marcus Johnson had 24 in the win. Westwood won a close one with Houghton 35-32. Cameron Mason had 16 points for the Patriots. George Butvilis had 20 points in the losing effort. The Mustangs beat Manistee 75-56. Jesse Matson and Cade Contreras led Munising with 14 points each. Republic Michigami won at home 63-46, and Calumet beat Lake Linden Hubble 65-36. Some more boys hoops action in Gwinn, where the Cougars are in town. Austin Forbes behind the arc, and the bank is open. Forbes had 20 points. The Model Towners jump out to an early 5-point lead. Minutes later, Gwinn working the ball. Tucker Taylor hits a three ball of his own. He finished with 23, and the Model Towners are up by 10. But this guy right here, Bo Rondo, had himself a game. This layup pulls the Cougars within 3. Halfway through the second, he drives left again, and now the Cougars are ahead by 4. And they would stay ahead. Rondo dropped 29 points for Superior Central, and the Cougars left Gwinn with a 65-51 win. Some more boys scores to report. Dollar Bay won at Chassell 70-61. The Mustangs beat Manistee 75-56. The Speed Boys beat Ontonagon 63-59 in overtime. North Central won a close one with the Broncos. Noah Gorzinski and Lucas Dombrowski combined for 37 points in the win. And one girl score to report. North Central beat Norway 52-40. We have reached halftime on this edition of Friday Night Frenzy. Still to come, the Northern Michigan hockey team hosted Michigan Tech in the Wildcats' final regular season game in the Berry. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Friday Night Frenzy. The Berry was bumping tonight for Northern Michigan versus Michigan Tech, and the rivalry game lived up to the hype. NMU's 4 seniors being honored before the last regular season home game. After one score tied at 0 to the second, Michigan Tech will strike first on a goal by Brent Baltus. The Huskies take a 1-0 lead. Minutes later, the Wildcats would respond. Robbie Payne finds the back of the net for the 20th time this season, and it's a new game tied at 1. Heading into the third, same score. Payne with a long pass to Darian Craighead, and he breaks the tie. That's his 17th goal of the season. The Wildcats take a 2-1 lead, and that would be the final. The Wildcats and Huskies meet tomorrow in Houghton for the final game of the regular season. NMU is now the 2nd seed in the WCHA playoffs after Minnesota State beat Bemidji tonight. And that will do it for me on this edition of Friday Night Frenzy. Don't forget, the Northern Michigan men's and women's basketball teams have their last game of the regular season tomorrow afternoon at the Berry. Plus, the Wildcats and Huskies face off in Houghton to conclude the hockey regular season. My time here is over. Jimmy Kimmel is next on ABC 10. From all of us here at the station, have a great night and a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.